Alright, we are here at the Arch Abbey upper part, inside. Time is unknown. We've got gray hair now, because we're not just a boy, we're a man. And in the last chapter, we said a heartfelt goodbye to Do I have to jump that, you think? We said a heartfelt goodbye to our companion, Sophia. Assassin's Amulet. And we also took down the Red Fox. Increases critical attack. Interesting. We also got a weapon. An interesting weapon. The Golden Lie, which had been growing from the portrait of a young boy who we have come to know is named Carlo. We freed Geppetto from his cell, and somehow he had the key to the door behind him, rather. He couldn't access the door, of course, but it was like right around the corner from him, so that's questionable. And we were honest with him. He said, "Were we a good dad?" And we said, "Nah, man. Really, you weren't very trustworthy. You could have let us know way more about maybe who we are, maybe what's going on here, maybe about the fact that you caused the puppet frenzy. All sorts of things. All sorts of things that he could have done differently." We still don't entirely know about our friend Gemini and his loss of memory. So I am curious if that's something that we will get some sort of closure on. Because that's been something that, like, since the beginning, we've been kind of curious what happened with Gemini. Why is it that he can remember some things but not other things? And, ho ho ho! You cheeky little bastard. What a cheeky boy. You know, they have absolutely got it down. They have nailed it in every way. The experience has been incredible. The jump scares and startles and drops and falls and pushes and traps, they've all been great. Can't complain about a single thing in that regard. That was just a good, fun way to die. We should have seen it coming, but we didn't. And that's what makes it so much fun. Ouch. So we also went back and we got that golden butterfly that we had been talking about last chapter, and I included that at the end of the last chapter's video. But if you had maybe watched the chapter and then you decided to take off after the outro, and instead of like listening to the record, which I certainly don't blame you for, if you're not as interested in the records as some of the rest of us, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But I did go and get that golden butterfly, and it was in fact a full moonstone. And so currently we've got 4 full moonstones in our inventory, which means that we could upgrade 4 more weapons to +10 if we wanted to. And I'm strongly considering doing so. Oh, you can even see that guy waiting from over here. You can literally see him standing there. Should have known he was there. But yeah, so thinking that we'll probably try to, if not all 4 of them, use maybe 3 of them. What's the play here, though? Like, just let him do that, I guess. like this weapon quite a bit. It's a very cool weapon. But yeah, so like part of me is wondering, is there going to be a new game plus? If there is going to be a new game plus, I'm pretty sure leaping amulets increase our stamina. Yeah, so that's our max stamina. So that would be a nice boost to the max stamina. But I think that we're going to just continue to use the one for the stamina recovery speed. Although when I think about that, it's like, would it make more sense to have more stamina than to have the stamina recovery speed? So this is 159 currently. That takes us up to 181, so an increase of 22 stamina. We have more stamina to work with, which means that we can get more attacks in. We can get more dodges in. You know? Maybe that's the way to go. And instead of the stamina recovery speed, just having increased stamina to work with. We'll see. Let's wear this one for now, and then we'll see if we like it. We'll see if we miss the other one. Entirely possible that we will. But I feel like the logic of that makes sense. Like, if we have more stamina, then we can do more things before, and then it'll just kind of, it'll feel sort of similar to having faster regen speed, because we just have more stamina, so we run out of it. It takes longer for us to run out of it. I don't know, we'll see. But so back to what I was saying about New Game Plus. I don't know yet if there's going to be a New Game Plus. If there is, I would imagine that you get to keep all of your equipment, maybe, like your weapons and things like that. I could also understand if there isn't a New Game Plus, like why there wouldn't be one. And is this the... I'm guessing that it is. Oh! Sheesh. Alright, let's... That was close. Okay, so we're gonna go up the ladder, and then we're gonna try to drop down properly so that we can get whatever item is up there. Looks like if we just go to the left a bit, or maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, we just kind of drop down this way. There we go. Star fragment. So nothing too special, but still something. Okay, finish your train of thought, Coobs. New Game Plus may or may not be a thing. If it is, then I would imagine that we get to keep our weapons with us. I don't necessarily know that. There might not be any New Game Plus at all. Either way, if we have resources to spend to upgrade our weapons, then wouldn't we want to do that before going into New Game Plus, just in case they like take some of our things away? I don't exactly know. I'm not entirely sure.
Did you feel that? It's like someone walked across my grave. I sense ergo everywhere. I mean, this place is saturated with it. Like what you'd expect from a mountain of dead puppets.
Like someone walked across his grave? Why did he use that particular language? Why did he use that particular language, do we think? Because there's definitely... You know what? My curiosity is, my curiosity is going to get the better of me here. We're taking a trip to the Pilgrim Path, gamer. Probably silly. Wait a second. Now that I'm thinking about this, Okay. Hear me out for one moment, okay? Let's look at this. You see the shape of this thing? Okay. Right? Okay. You see the shape of this thing? Like this is an old stargazer. Just we can't use it right now. I don't know why we can't use it right now. I don't know when we would be able to use it, but it looks like an old, worn down stargazer. I'm just now putting those pieces together. I didn't realize that before. For some reason I thought that this would have woken up because it says a child who was a blessing to their family lies here. May he rest in peace. And I was wondering if, like, he said, like, somebody walked across his grave. Like, was Gemini buried here? And, like, Gemini was a real boy at some point, and then he passed away, but they somehow, like, put his soul or his likeness into this lamp as Gemini, our guide. I don't know, just you know, the thoughts of a crazy, curious gamer. So, sorry for the little detour. But, at the very least, we did kind of just realize that that does look like an old, worn-down stargazer. And so it says that we can't use it right now, which means that maybe at some point we can use it. And maybe it's going to, like, lead us somewhere specific. Who knows? So, let's keep heading this way, and we'll see what lies ahead. What lies ahead? Because it's Liza P. Get it? Alright, I've refrained from using some cheesy, stupid jokes and puns throughout most of this playthrough. You can give me one. I'm also curious if, like, are we getting close to this boss fight? Because if we are, then definitely might want to... What's the deal with that? Oh! Oh no. Yeah, yikes, dude. Yikes. I said it about the disruption. Ouch. Ouch. Is he just sucking ergo from us? Jeez, dude. Not cool. Is that one of the crystals that we need to break? Ouch. Almost got us there for sure. Okay, dude. Oh, oh! Nope. So, a while ago we learned about this thing called Crowd. And I've kind of, like, I guess maybe sort of theorized that maybe the yellow is instead of it being ergo, it's this stuff called Crowd. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. Stop talking, Coobs. You died, son. Boy, oh boy. So basically there was this thing called Crowd, and it seemed like as the alchemists continued to, like, harvest the ergo, the Crowd suddenly, like, sprouted up. I'm not entirely sure the specifics of it. And then when we were in, like, the collapsed Crot, where, like, there were these giant pillars of seemingly ergo, like, is that the Crowd? But then it's like, is the gold ergo Crowd? I don't know what Crowd is. Well, you know, who knows? Maybe we'll find out at some point. Maybe we won't. But regardless, it's like there is there's Ergo, and then there's also Crowd. How exactly are they channeling this disruption effect? How does this guy have this ability to disrupt us? Ouch. Yikes, he's gonna suck our... No way, dude. He just yanked like 1,000 from us. That's so oppressive. Like, he took a lot of our Ergo, man. Kind of upset about it. Get good. Get good, Coobs. Just be quiet and get good, Coobs. Quartz. And I mean, we got like 2,000 for killing him, but he stole more than that. There's a chance that we're gonna run to the hotel in order to spend that quartz. And I'm also thinking that, so we spent 2 points to upgrade to get another pulse cell. If we hadn't spent those 2 points on that specific upgrade, then we could, in theory, have upgraded for basically a second unlock in the phase 5 category, right? So basically we could get like our Legion arm, I think, our second Legion arm if we wanted to. I don't think that we're going to, and we probably won't respec or change it, but I'm just kind of thinking out loud that that's something that we could have done. If we had spent our points differently, we would lose a pulse cell, but we would have a pretty decent phase 5 ability to work with. Where did he shoot us from? There he is. Alright. Acid abrasive. Balance crank. Alright. Something's gonna come out from one of these sides. No? So said Pistris 3. I, Adriana, recorded for the brothers and sisters, praise Pistris, the one who will swallow even God. Listen, my brothers and sisters, I, Pistris, shall tell you about true eternal life. An angel's gift was something humans dare not enjoy. Many humans died with hope in their hearts, and the ones who lived harbored rage instead of death. Eventually, humans destroyed and burned their hope on their own. That is how the angel became the god torn to death. But today there are definitely those who survived with the blessing. They, the immortal ones, still walk around and wish for the resurrection of God. I clearly told the truth I witnessed. Now you shall all follow this path. Interesting. So, we also know that Pistris was the name chosen for the submarine, I believe. Vivid Ergo Crystal, that's going to come in handy. I don't think that we're going to get any more levels. I mean, we might. There's a slight chance that we'll get another level up, but I think that the main thing is that we're going to try to level up some weapons instead. It's like, this is a beautiful little terrace. Simon Manus's confession. Here we go. A father is like God to his son. Even I, Simon, was no different in my youth. But the one who created me was no normal human, and my abilities were extraordinary. You're a failure too. The ability to read minds. Being abandoned in front of God meant the world's destruction. From then on, my life existed to make a world without lies. A world where no one betrays you, and there's only truth, even if it's forced. Now the finale is here. Once the door is open, it can't be closed. For humankind, I, Simon, give up being human and decided to walk the path of immortality and the truth. My body will be broken and reformed as the God that was torn apart. I leave this record in my last moments as a human. Simon Pistrus Manus. Interesting that his middle name is Pistrus. Very interesting. And it seems like, yep, there's our cracks calling. So this is the final boss room, seemingly. And, you know, we're here, gamers. We're gonna go back to the hotel. Arch Abbey, Cradle of the Gods. Fascinating. Very fascinating. Alright, so what we were thinking is if we can spend our ergo. Got about 17,000 to work with.
Welcome to...
How many of these do we have? We have 7. So in order to get... Gosh. I think we need 6 to get from +7 to +9. So if we... I doubt we would even have enough. Well, let's first look at what weapons would we even want to level up to +10, right?
You're here.
Like... It takes 2 to get to +8, so what if we did like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, that would be 14. I think maybe we'll try to upgrade this one, at least the acidic great curved sword blade. Maybe? Because I've been enjoying the great sword blades, for sure. And this one's one that does physical attack. Primarily. Let's take that to +8. Let's take this to +8. Let's take this to +8. Let's go grab some more.
Welcome to...
So if we got like 5, oh, we can't do 5, we can do 3. So I could take like 2 more weapons to +8.
You're here.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna grab one more, just for the sake of it.
Welcome to...
We're not gonna be able to use it on anything. It's not gonna really mean too much. If there's a new game plus, there's a new game plus, and let's hope that we don't lose any of our upgrade materials when we get there. If we do, then we do, you know, no big deal. I'm not gonna go farming Ergo or anything just to get some weapons upgraded. It would be cool to have more weapons at plus 10, but I don't think that we're too concerned about that. So, like I was saying, we have spent 2 here. So we could, in theory, we could respec, and we would just basically lose this ability of these 2 pulse cells. But then we would have enough quartz to get our added Legion arm if we wanted to. I don't think I'm too concerned about doing so. Let's see what makes sense for this one. Charge attack stamina consumption. Charge Legion when eliminating an enemy. Lowers weapon durability consumption when weight increases. That could be useful. Let's do this one. Reduces stamina consumption from dash. It's just simple enough. We'll go with that. We're gonna grab our fruit from the tree really quickly. And then I think there's one more thing that I want to do. So we've got 8. So we're going to pick up a bunch of these friendship wish stones for our Spectre.
Stalker.
Alright, gamers. I am going to catch you at the boss room. When we go into the boss room is when we'll see each other again. So I'll see you in just, for you it's going to be just a moment. But I've got something I want to do real quick. Had to dress appropriately. Oh my. What have you done to yourself, Simon?
Behold, this is Ergo. Is it not magnificent? Distilled immortality and a key that opens a world with no lies. A key that unlocks true evolution.
I don't know, man.
Thanks. Ergo is a gift from me, Simon Marnis, who will transgress even God.
I don't know, man.
Bow down to your God, who will be born now.
Oh, jeez. Look at this guy. Look at this guy, gamers.
Open up your window.
Okay. Thanks. Okay. kind of big and clumsy. Out of range. Okay, we're definitely going to expect a phase 2 for this fight, but there could even be like a phase 3, so we want to be careful. Oh no, get in front of him, get in front of him. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, the Spectre vanished, unfortunately, but got to phase 2. He looks nuts.
Is evolution. Behold, as I discard this fragile body.
What?
Witness me as I grasp the power
What?
of a true god.
Oh no, what are you doing, man? Oh, what the heck? What the heck is this? Is this him now? Is that... What? Alright. Oh, what? What is this? What are these hands? What did we just see? Oh my goodness. Alright, gamers. I don't know what I'm looking at, but... Oops! Disruption. We said it. We said it. We don't have anything in our tool belt at this particular moment to combat that either. And it does a ton of damage. Okay. He's gonna get us. Okay. Yikes. 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 And there it is. Alright. definitely a much tougher Phase 2 than a Phase 1. It'll be helpful to have our Spectre with us. Now that we know what we're gonna expect, we can make a couple of quick adjustments. Ouch. Oh no, what's that hand doing? Oh jeez. Oh no. Oh man. Alright. Okay, so I'm a little bit bummed because we used a bunch of those friendship wish stones, but that was a pretty good attempt. And I think we have enough of those still. Yeah, we do. We're out of shot puts. So we're gonna figure out what we can use in that department. Maybe we can just throw some acid or something at him. How about these grenades? Let's equip these grenades. Alright, let's get this. Let's get this, gamers. He's going down. Heal the Spectre. Please don't faint. Yikes. Man. We'll see. It might make more sense to just focus on our own self-preservation and use like the recovery wish stones on ourselves instead of trying to keep the Spectre in the match. No, we're disrupted. Instant death. Instant death. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, we need to be careful here because these are just, yeah. Oh, okay. Guess he just has a ton of them. And we're dead. And we're dead. Just like that. Just starts the match spamming moves at us. Very cool, dude. Very cool. Very cool, gamer. L's in chat. L's in chat. Oh, yikes. Yikes. Hey, that's okay though. It was a really good attempt there. I think I like this weapon. I don't think that the acid abrasive is going to be as useful as we think it might be. So let's go back to a throwing item there. I think that the puppet string is only as useful as we let it be, and I'm wondering if having something like Aegis might be something that'll come in handy for us. So we're going to use that. I'm also thinking that maybe we want to switch this back to having more stamina rather than the stamina recovery speed, because then we can get more attacks in. Just a little ridiculous here. Just a little bit ridiculous. Come on. Bruh. Absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. Okay. 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 You got it. You're right. I'm wrong. You got it. You got it. You did it, gamer. Big, strong gamer. Jeez. Oh, come on. No way. Dude, come on. 96. 96. There we go. Number 96. Orders up. 96. And there it is. I mean, it's just silly. It's just silly. What are these combos? Yep. Yep. He's good. He's good. He's good. I'm not mad, you're mad. I'm not mad, you're mad. Simon, you're mad, dude. Yikes, dude. Yikes, man. Good for him. No more Mr. Nice Guy gamers. This dude is going down. Come on. Come on. How ridiculous. How ridiculous. And it's not good for us. And it's not good for us, gamers. It's not good for us. We dead. 101. You know, I've been enjoying this entire playthrough. I was hoping that the final boss would be cool and fun to fight and a reasonable challenge, and I don't necessarily know that I'm loving this experience so far going against this final boss. Those are just my thoughts at this moment in time. Maybe they'll change over time. The rest of the bosses that we came up against just seemed better put together, I think, is the way that I would word it. They just seemed like they were put together better, simply put. And so with that in mind, it's like, what is it about this boss fight that is really stumping us? And I have to kind of go back to the fact that it's hard to predict what comes next. Most of the other bosses, you could kind of get a feel for what attack is coming at you next. And with this one, it's a little bit more difficult because it seems like he can just kind of add to his combo if he's feeling like it.
Show me everything you have. Up with Geppetto.
See, so he's going to start with that, and then he's going to do that, and so let's see what's going to happen now. Boom, he goes for that. Then there's two. Then normally he stops his attack. But if he doesn't want to stop his attack, he doesn't have to. He can just keep it going. And then there's that, where he just hits us right behind him. Like a complete goober. And I don't think we're hitting him at all. See, and that, it's like, what am I supposed to do there? What are you supposed to do here? What are you supposed to do here, gamers? I don't get it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh, jeez. See, like, when did he summon that attack? Or does he not have to summon that attack? Does it just come down whenever it wants to now? I'm confused about some of the mechanics, I guess. And it's just seems like a bit much. It seems like a bit much. And then he literally has the ability to, like, section off almost half of the platform. And then he can just spam moves at you. Like, what the hell, man? I don't understand why that would be... Why... Man, that's just a tough one to swallow. We were doing really well, and then we get a little bit out of range, and he spams the wave at us twice. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand how that's good design for a boss. Just dumb. Just fake. Just fake and dumb. Just fake and dumb gamers. Alright. Welcome back, gamers. I think that we've got some things to discuss. So, not sure what chapter this is entirely. We feel like we're pretty close to the end, though. Recently, I've been getting my butt kicked. We decided to respec, so now these are the numbers that we're working with. We've got 26 in vitality, we have 18 in vigor, 22 in capacity, 16 in motivity, and 40 in technique. So we've kind of shifted from having 22 motivity and 22 technique, and when we were using the Fox Amulet that gave us 25 and 25, to now having 13 motivity and 33 technique, and we're using the Fox Amulet as well as the Technique Amulet, and that's getting us to 16 and 40 respectively. We increased our capacity just a slight bit, I think. We took our vitality down a little bit, and we increased our vigor a little bit. So not too many changes in that department. The main change was in our damage numbers. So HP, we are using the Life Amulet +1, and we are also using the Carrier's Amulet +1. So we're no longer in the slightly heavy category. We're in just a normal 58%. That's going to help out with our stamina regeneration speed. So we've got a little bit less damage reduction than we might have before, because we're not using the absolute heaviest items here. See, I've got a frame that's heavier, I've also got converters that are heavier, and I've got liners that are heavier. So we've kind of made some adjustments there, and we're hoping that this change is going to help us out. We're using the 2 Dragon Sword +5. We've put the Technique Crank into this, which is giving us S scaling. It was A scaling, but now it's S scaling in Technique, which is great. And then if we did decide to use like a different weapon, we've got a pretty decent A scaling handle in the Dancer's Curved Sword. So we'll see. We're hoping that this might be the weapon for us to take things down. So that's what we did in terms of our levels. Then I want to show you really quickly, we made some adjustments to our P organ. So the first thing that I'm going to say, in case you're thinking about doing a playthrough yourself, don't necessarily think that this is worth investing into, the shortened fruit bearing time. It seems like it takes it from 10 minutes down to 9 minutes, which isn't great, but it's also not terrible. But we're not using any of the phase 5, basically the synergy unlocks. What we decided to do is go back and add a Fable slot here and add a Fable slot here. So now we have 5 Fable slots, and that hopefully will make a little bit of a difference in terms of what we can do damage wise. We also made some changes here, so we're using things like enhance our fatal attack, but we've also got things so that when we are discharged we get a bunch of bonuses. So we have enhanced weapon attack when discharged 1, we have enhanced weapon attack when discharged 2, we've also got lower damage when discharged 1 and lower damage when discharged 2. We've got I think there's one more here, lower stamina consumption when discharged. So basically once we run out of our pulse cells, we're going to get some bonuses to our damage and our damage reduction and our stamina consumption. We've also got a couple of things here for our charge attacks. So lower the stamina consumption of charge attacks 1 and 2. And then we've also got, of course, we have enhanced charge attack stagger 1 and 2. So that's going to hopefully make it so that our charge attacks are a little bit more effective. And then we've also got enhanced fatal attack damage 1 and 2. So once we do get the stagger, if we get it, we can do powerful fatal attacks. And then the last thing that I did want to mention here is that we've also got, I don't know if it's in this category, lower damage of charge attack and fable arts. So sometimes what happens is we go to use a charge attack or we go to use our fable art and we get hit in the process, and this will at least give us a little bit of damage reduction when that happens. Nothing special here. We charge some fable when we use a pulse cell. Now that we have more fable slots, that'll actually be hopefully pretty useful. And then we have our special grindstone increase effect duration number 1. Auto charging legion. We're auto charging pulse cells once they're discharged. We have all the pulse cells that we can, so we have 10 in total. And then the last thing here is that we've also got a fable charger when we do fatal attacks. So again, hopefully we can land some fatal attacks, and then when we do, we can also charge our fable in that regard as well. So hopefully we can start mixing in some more fable attacks into our flow of combat. We do have the quick wish stone use, but we don't have any extra wishes available. I didn't opt for the increased cube uses 1 or the increased cube uses 2. So we just have 1 wish stone at a time, because I was realizing that in this particular fight at least, that it didn't seem as useful as it has been in other fights. I'd rather rely on the pulse cells. So we do have 1 just in case, but we're not going to really be relying on it. So I'm going to head over. We're going to try to take on this boss. Thanks for being here, gamers. Really appreciate you. Nice. Don't back. Yikes. Alright, hey, to be honest, phase 1 didn't go too well, but phase 2 didn't feel too bad, and that's a good thing. So we're gonna get back out there. I think this might be within our grasp, to be honest with you. Thanks. The fastest. Yikes. Okay. No worries. No worries. This weapon feels good, so we're not going to make any adjustments to the weapon. We're just going to make adjustments to our brain, to our grindstone, to our throwable item. I'm okay with taking that out. I'm okay with taking that out. It was inevitable. It was coming anyways. Puppet string is going to get retired. Well, not retired, I guess. We're just going to switch off of it for a bit. And there it is, there it goes, little gamers. See, I've never liked that move. I've never felt like it's very well telegraphed. Just not a fan. Just not a fan. Alright, I guess we'll check in with you later. Gonna probably go make some tweaks here and there, take a step back and think about things. Alright, so took a couple of minutes. thought about some things. We're back with a new weapon, new Legion arm. We're going to give Falcon Eyes a try, and we have got the Black Steel Cutter paired with the Master Chef's Knife handle, which gives us these really quick light attacks, and then heavy attacks are kind of low profile. The charged heavy attack is a quick flurry, and we're just going to see how this goes. We're going to give it a shot. We've upgraded our Falcon Eyes to Tier 2, which allows us to have a little bit of a bigger explosion, but also we can do a second shot, like a rapid second shot. So probably not going to use that much in the first phase if possible. So the damage isn't great, but the speed is pretty good, and the stamina consumption isn't that bad. So we'll see. There we go. Okay. Not bad. Yikes. Come on, man. Okay, so Falcon Eyes. It's a little bit slower than I remember. Okay, there it is. Are you kidding me right now? Alright. 120 deaths on the counter. Didn't expect that to happen. I think before we got to this boss we were at something like 88. So this has been interesting to say the least.